Hey guys, Dan's Reviews here, back for another video for Dan's Reviews. This one is a video that I've been planning on doing for a while. I know a lot of people have been asking me, what is some of your favorite shows to watch? Now, you guys probably know what my number one favorite show is. You know, I think it's kind of an obvious one at this point, you know. But there are a lot of TV shows I love watching, and there are a lot of TV shows that I really do enjoy that are playing right now. And, you know, these are some of the shows that I can't get enough of. I really enjoy them, and yeah, they're a really fun series to watch. Now, this is 2018 edition. Now, I did this last year, and the list has changed quite a bit because I have encountered new shows. New shows have, you know, kind of come up, and, you know, just awesome stuff. So, I will probably do a 2019 edition, probably at the end of next year. So, yeah, but I was gonna wait until the end of the year to do this video, but I actually figured I have another video that I'm gonna be doing at the end of the year for you guys as well. So I'm like, well, I might as well do this one now. So, I want to hear from you. What are your top 5 favorite TV shows to watch? These are mine, and I know a lot of people, you know, have different opinions on some of these different shows. Some people might not agree with the decisions I have, but these are my favorite. These are the shows I enjoy watching the most. You know, specifically the top two, you know. Yeah, the other 3 are kind of other shows that I really like watching as well, though. So, yeah, so let's get started with my number 5. So, coming in at number 5 is going to go to Fear the Walking Dead. Now, this show honestly is good. It is. It's a really good show. I rewatched it a couple months ago, actually, just to kind of see what I thought about it now. And I went back and I watched it, and I actually realized how much that show did do very well. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like Fear the Walking Dead, especially the first, 2 or 3 seasons. I personally think that Fear the Walking Dead is actually better in the first two or 3 seasons, and not as good in season 4. That's just my opinion. I think that season 4 really changed the show in a very, very bad way, to be honest. You know, Morgan and the others kind of took over the show, and it did mess it up a little bit, to be honest, with the death of Madison, the death of Nick. But man, Fear the Walking Dead is awesome. Now, my favorite episode of this TV show is, to go for my favorite episode of this TV show, favorite episode of Fear the Walking Dead is going to go to the Season 3 finale. That episode was awesome. The Season 3 finale, you get the blowing up of the dam, you've got all that stuff going on, Troy gets killed off. I mean, it was exciting. Daniel getting shot in the face, Proctor John, and just an awesome story. So, my favorite character in Fear the Walking Dead is Travis. Travis is my favorite character in Fear the Walking Dead. I think Travis is an awesome character, and they should have kept him around longer, to be honest. And I don't think his death was exactly the best. So, yeah. Number 5, Fear the Walking Dead. Number 4 is going to go to the one and only Undead Freak 78's The Plague. So, this series is awesome. I mean, I love watching this. I can't wait for the second half of Season 3. We obviously know that something is going to go down with Anthony this half. And man, just an amazing show. Now, to go from my favorite episode of The Plague, that's going to have to go to the Season 3 mid-season finale, the most recent episode that just came out. My favorite character of The Plague is going to be Anthony, the character that just might be getting killed off. And man, this show is awesome. You know, made by Grand Theft Auto, of course. He uses Grand Theft Auto to make this. 2.5 seasons of this show, and I love it. It's an amazing show. It's a very fun show to watch, and I think a lot of people can probably agree that you all can probably tell I love this show too, because I'm doing tons of videos on The Plague. So yeah, The Plague is definitely, I had to put it in the list somewhere. Moving on to number 3 is going to go to the one and only Stranger Things. You want to talk an awesome show? Stranger Things has 2 seasons, and it's number 3. That says a lot. That really does. Now, my favorite episode of Stranger Things is going to have to go to the Season 2 finale. I think that episode was absolutely amazing, that episode. You know, you got the end of that kind of storyline for season 2 with Will and all that stuff going on. 11 coming back and seeing Mike again. The ball scene, absolutely amazing. Loved every second of that episode. My favorite character in Stranger Things is going to be Hopper. Hopper is an absolutely awesome character. He kind of plays that tough guy, sheriff, cop type of thing. Yeah, but this show, it has 2 seasons, and it's already at number 3. And in terms of what season is better between the two, I have to say probably season 2. But man, this show is awesome. Just awesome. So, had to make a place for it on the list for sure. Moving on to number 2, honestly, one of the best shows on TV, if not the best show on TV, Game of Thrones as number 2. Oh my god, you want to talk a show that absolutely makes you jump out of your seat almost every episode, and it's just an amazing show. It's amazing. The battles, the action sequences, the characters, you want to talk, characters. Now, my favorite episode for Game of Thrones is definitely, is going to have to go to Season 6, Episode 9. And then, of course, my favorite character in Game of Thrones, I know a lot of people's favorite character is Tyrion. That's kind of the popular opinion. Me, it's Jon Snow. Jon Snow is my favorite. I think Jon Snow, I feel like he's going to die in Season 8, and I'm not looking forward to seeing that, if that does happen. I feel like he's going to be kind of our final death for Game of Thrones, and I'm really not in the mood to see that at all, but who knows? He might survive in Season 8. We'll have to see. But for right now, I'm saying Jon Snow is dead in Season 8. But for forever, too. I think another thing as well I want to say, too, about this show. If you want to say Game of Thrones is better than The Walking Dead, I can see that. I can understand where you're coming from. They're both almost equal for me. But my number 1, my favorite show in the world is The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is my favorite show. The show I enjoy reviewing the most, the show I enjoy watching the most, the show that has some of the best episodes ever, even though Game of Thrones has some great episodes as well. Walking Dead is the show that started TV for me, I always watched TV shows, of course, when I was younger, but this is the one show I watched, and this is the first show I ever watched, and I was actually hooked on watching TV. I was never hooked on watching many TV shows, when I was younger. But, for obvious reasons, But when I was 9 or 10, I started watching Walking Dead. Oh my god, I just loved it. It was the best show ever. And it was amazing. Yes, I was 9 or 10. But man, this was such a good show to start. And ever since I started watching Walking Dead, it's been my favorite, and it still is. I don't care how the popularity goes down. I don't care how many complaints the show gets nowadays. This show is, awesome. And this show means so much to me, and I love this show. It has my favorite characters. It has my favorite, some of my favorite episodes, and it just has an amazing story, I find, most of the time, and I just love Walking Dead. It's awesome. And of course, this year, we're going to be getting the huge death for Rick Grimes, most likely. So, this show, absolutely so entertaining, and I love it. I just love it, and I can watch the show over and over and over again, like a million times over. It's just amazing, and I love it so much. So, Walking Dead is my favorite show. I think you guys probably knew that by watching this. This is the show I make the most videos on. That's kind of common, but I just want to say, write your comments in the comment section below. And what are your top 5 favorite TV shows to watch? What are your favorite? Write that down in the comment section below. Because I know a lot of people love tons of other shows too. I've heard of, people saying Rick and Morty, Sons of Anarchy, let's see here, I don't know, Breaking Bad, and other shows like that. I haven't seen any shows like Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad. I haven't seen those 2 shows. But one thing I definitely will say for sure, though, is that I think with TV, I think Walking Dead is probably the best TV show. But if you want to talk a show that makes you jump out of your seat, that makes you, that makes you really, really hyped, you might want to check out also Game of Thrones. Just putting it out there. So, yeah. This video is also, and again, I want to say as well before I end this video, This video is also a shout out to all 5 of these TV shows, because every single one of these TV shows means something to me, because I've watched them all the way through. I'm caught up on all 5 of these shows, and I love them. They're awesome, and I love every TV show that is on this list. So, I want to hear from you now what you think about, all these TV shows. What are your top 5 favorite TV shows? Is your list the same? Is your list totally different? Write that down in the comment section below. And yeah, guys, Walking Dead's my favorite, but if Game of Thrones is your favorite, I understand, because I had a hard time. Some episodes I do find better in Game of Thrones than some in Walking Dead. It does, sometimes I do compare it to Walking Dead, Game of Thrones versus Walking Dead, because they're both amazing TV shows, but Walking Dead means more to me, and that's just, that's pretty much how it's going to be. But anyway, guys, here's to a great 9th season of The Walking Dead. Here's to a great 8th season of Game of Thrones. Here's to a great 3rd season of Stranger Things. Here's to a great second half of Season 3 for The Plague. Here's to a great second half of Season 4 for Fear the Walking Dead. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.